Hey, what's up guys? This is Chris Heinrich from Polycam, and in this short video I'm going to walk you through how to create a 3D scan with Polycam, how to crop it, and then how to publish it to Sketchfab, as well as share it in a variety of other formats. So let's get started. Okay, now I'm out here with my 2020 iPad Pro, which also has a LiDAR sensor, but it's important to mention that Polycam works and everything in this tutorial applies if you've got the iPhone 12 Pro or the 12 Pro Max. In fact, my 12 Pro Max is arriving tomorrow and I'm really excited to use it. Now the first step is going to be to select your subject. Here I've selected this bus because we're going to share this publicly and the bus is kind of interesting to look at, and also because it's kind of a larger object, and right now LiDAR scanners like Polycam do a little bit better with larger objects. Now, once we've got it in our sights, we are going to start recording with the record button. And now we're going to walk around the bus. Now, I try to hold the camera steady. The recording is sped up a little bit in this video, but in real life, I'm moving fairly slowly. And as I work my way around the bus, I try to cover each area pretty thoroughly the first time around, rather than going back and forth over the bus multiple times. So I scan an area thoroughly, and then next I move on. Scanning an area until pretty much all the blue triangles are gone, because that provides a good preview of what we're going to get. Now once we stop recording, we immediately get a mesh preview, and I hit Process SD. This is going to process it in standard resolution mode, which is probably good enough for this bus, which doesn't have a lot of geometric fine detail. Now, the next step is going to be to crop it, to remove some of the elements around the periphery and get a cleaner 3D scan. So I tap the top of the box, which activates the rotation, and then I tap the sides to activate moving each one of the planes until I move the planes to have a nice crop box around the object. Tapping crop again initiates crop and then crops out that excess, leaving us with a nice clean scan. Now that we've got our scan, we'd like to share it. And Polycam offers export in a variety of formats, but we're going to start with the upload to Sketchfab feature. So tapping the upload to Sketchfab button pulls up a dialog box where we can input basic information about the scan. Now, if this is the first time you're doing it, it's going to have you log in first to give Polycam permissions to publish models to Sketchfab on your behalf. But I'm already logged in, so I'm going to type a name, the Aristocrat RV, and a short description. A cool name and a short description helps give your model better visibility on Sketchfab, makes it more interesting to the community. After I've uploaded it, it's going to redirect you to a page where you can view it. If you're not logged in, you have to log in. And then next, it's going to pull up the Sketchfab editor right inside your browser. Now, the first step I like to do is I like to switch to an interesting initial viewpoint of the object in Sketchfab, and then I tap that Save View button. And that way, when anybody loads up your model, this is going to be the initial viewpoint. And next, I go down to the 3D settings, and there's one setting I usually like to add for 3D scans in Sketchfab, and that's the sharpness filter. So tapping that magic wand up there in the toolbar brings us to the filter panel, and I'm going to select sharpness to turn that on, which just provides a little bit more crispness to the texture of the model. Now we're back here. We can see the model. You can publish it, and you get a link to share with anybody. Now, as I mentioned, we offer export in a variety of different formats. So we're going to go back here to the share panel, and we're going to look at another option. This option is the share in iMessage option, which, as you see there, it actually exports a USDZ file. Now, it's a well-kept secret of Apple devices that you can actually text a model, 3D model, to somebody else, just like you can text an image or a video, if it's in the USDZ format. So this opens up the share box, but I'm going to go to the message option. I'll tap in my phone number and text it to myself. Now, after I've gone back into my messages, I can see it in my text, click on it, and that allows you to open up the model. Initially opens up in AR mode. So here I've got it in my office, and I'm not viewing it in the Polycam app. I'm actually viewing it directly from iMessage, which is just super cool. If AR is not your thing, then you can also open it in object mode, which opens up a 3D viewer pretty similar to the one we've got in Polycam. Now back to Polycam. If you're not trying to share this publicly with anybody else, then a good option would just be to export it as an OBJ file, and then you can import it into a 3D editor of your choice. Now, how you get it from Polycam to your computer is going to depend on how you'd like to do it, but since I have a Mac computer, I usually use AirDrop, which is an easy option for exporting the file, or you can also use email. This was just a 5 megabyte file, so it's easy to email it to yourself. Or if you have Google Drive installed on your phone, you can upload it to Google Drive, Dropbox, or any other cloud application that you've got installed on your mobile device. So thank you for listening, and please stay tuned for more tutorials coming out soon.